Hey everybody, welcome back to Digi Bros.
What's up? Do you want to hear the Digi Bros intro song I came up with?
Oh, sure.
Here it goes. First Connor was born and then I was born. Now we're adults and we're playing games. It's the Digi Bros.
That's not bad. I like it.
I've been thinking about that since like the first playthrough, and
Really?
I wanted to like make an animation for it secretly, but I'm like, I don't know how to fucking do all that shit. Alright, let me think about how to play this game. See how I judged him? That's right, bitch.
Alright, Ornstein and Smough.
Meh.
Smough. Smaig. Ornstein.
The
It's happening.
Desolation of Smurf.
Yes. The mutilation of Christ.
I got all this fucking health. What is this? It's been a while since we played this, and I'm like, what am I doing?
If you're a black metal fan and you've never heard of The Mutilation of Christ by the Black Satans, please search that on YouTube right now.
Man, I can't even fucking hit this motherfucker right now.
Yeah, your reach is incredibly short, it feels like.
No,
Oh, wow, that motherfucker came out to fucking play.
Okay. Gonna take my time here.
So are you sure it's not
Look,
easier to
where-
kill
what?
Ornsteins first?
Motherfucker, I've never done that. I'm gonna do it this way.
Okay.
We're gonna get to the Smough farm. I'm like, I don't know what any of his attacks are. I'm sure it's similar. What the man?
It just seems like he's a lot slower and easier to deal with. And that's why you.
He's got like a
usually
giant
take
AoE
him
or
out
something.
first,
Son
right?
of a bitch.
Yeah, he does have a big AoE.
I don't know, I was just like fighting Big Ornstein.
You have done 0 damage to either of
Look,
them so far.
You could
by
just
the way.
chill. It's been a minute, man. I gotta
Yeah, it's
like figure this out again.
This is gonna be an interesting playthrough. It's gonna be different from most because I even made a comment in one of the later Dark Souls episodes we recorded.
Yeah.
I said, "Man, the funny thing about these Digi Bros things is that they keep getting further and further between when we record them and when they come out." This is not the case today. This video is being recorded on not October. What the fuck? On May 18th. So probably 2 days before this video comes out. 2 or 3 days.
Son of a bitch.
Victor's been very busy with he had school finals and then he took a trip to New York.
Yeah.
I have been doing Digi Bros recordings. We did like one of Mario with Trevor.
Son of a
That's
bitch.
not gonna be out for a long time. And I did some other
Did
recordings.
you guys ever like do more of that?
No,
Wow.
because
Well, I
you were
died.
in that.
I figured
We
you
didn't
just
do it
I don't know.
without you. Alright,
without
so you
me.
did jack shit.
Well,
That was awful.
I'm just getting warmed up, man.
So
It's been a minute.
the last playthrough, which you guys will have seen yesterday, the last episode of it, was we actually recorded 30 minutes more of that, of just Victor dying to Ornstein and Smough.
Yeah.
But I threw it out because he didn't kill them and because it was not very entertaining. We didn't talk about anything.
Yeah.
It was like Donson and Shade had come in the room and you were all annoyed at them just because they were watching, so you were just like getting so pissed off. And it was obnoxious and I threw it away.
Yes.
Because I figured we'd be doing the exact same thing in the next video anyway.
Yeah.
So this video will be every attempt at Ornstein and Smough until you beat them.
Oh God.
But there were about 5 or so, maybe even 6 attempts that
that
were
many?
that are not going to be released. Yeah,
I was like 3.
it was half an hour of you trying to fight Ornstein and Smough.
Yeah, but I mean, it takes a while to get there.
That playthrough, the time between you getting there and you dying was about 4 minutes just now. So
Oh.
I mean between you starting.
There was
run
once
there
where I got
and
like
you
1
getting
hit left on him. That was the best I fucking did.
Yeah.
It was bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's been a minute. I'm all tired and shit. So let's see how long it takes me to beat these motherfuckers.
Yeah. But we do have stuff to talk about now, because it's been so long.
Yeah.
There's plenty of topics. We
Motherfucker,
still,
I just went to New York. I hope I have something to
Victor,
fucking talk about.
Well, the thing is, we haven't even done one of these since you did your film.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's
Wow.
all...
Oh.
All we've talked about is
That's not done
Yaloha.
yet.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
all that was in the last
I
Dark
watched
Souls videos.
one of them.
Oh, your film's not done being edited yet, but it's...
Yeah.
Like, it's done with filming.
I
and-
shat the film. God, now it's been so long I don't, like, remember any good stories or anything. Like, I don't know what to say about it.
Well, Victor made his own short film in the time between the last Dark Souls.
It's only like 5 minutes long.
And this Dark Souls, yeah.
It's not that special.
Well, it's like the first episode of a web series. Now you're trying to downplay it because you're not as proud
Dude,
of it as you wanted to be.
I downplay the shit out of it. Dude, this is the best thing I've ever fucking made. It's probably
Is it?
pretty fucking good.
Do you think so?
That's obvious. That's the best thing I've ever made.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of some of your stuff. So. It would really, because most of the stuff you've made has been like silent and therefore has less that can go wrong.
Yes.
You know,
which
is
the
always
trick
the
of
risk.
this,
Right.
of
That
this
was
one.
the sort of the idea was Victor wanted to make something that actually had dialogue and characters
That took effort.
and actors like that aren't him, and
took,
and
like,
locations
notable effort, yes.
that aren't our house.
Except it is our
the
house.
Well, some of it's our house, but it does have other locations.
Yes.
It'll be really interesting to see how people respond to it.
So cool. You guys can all watch it when I'm fucking done with it.
Yeah, so how far along are you in the editing of that?
I just need, I did all the...
Is all the ADR good? Did you check it
I haven't had time to check it yet, so I don't know.
'Cause you recorded it like the day
I hope
before
it's
you
fucking
left,
good. I
right?
recorded it on 2 great microphones and I listened to it the whole time.
Right. Oh, you had
It's
to, like,
probably
you had to
good.
play
The
it back.
problem would be that it's too high quality.
Right. Well, I mean, you can... Having something that's too high quality means you can fuck with it to make
Yeah,
it
but
lower
I don't
quality.
know how to fuck with it, so it's gonna be
That's-
complicated.
You can play around, man. Audacity has a lot of features.
I can just go to school and use Pro Tools.
Yeah, Pro Tools has a lot of features.
Yes.
But,
I've heard of crazy shit you can do with them. I'm just like, I don't know. I took a
It's time
Pro
to-
Tools class. They didn't teach me shit.
Look, man, you've learned a lot just by experimentation with shit, so I'm sure you
Yes.
can pick up. Something that our good friend Nate of the Two Best Brothers Who Bitch About Ponies has been railing everyone's ass because of the fact that we all use Vegas, and he's
Which sucks.
discovered Premiere and After Effects,
Yes.
and he's been like. He's like he's just like it's a whole new world because apparently
it's a whole new
the reason he
world
decided to
living.
change, because Nate idolizes JonTron, right? All he wants to do is to be JonTron. He wants to have that level of editing and polish in his videos, and that's like what's most important to him. And apparently at some panel at a convention, someone asked JonTron what editing program he used, and he said, Vegas. I'm just kidding. And then like said like Premiere
Wonderful.
or whatever. Like he literally shit talks Vegas.
Yes.
Which is hilarious. Like, why even bring it up? But, yeah.
Maybe he started on that.
Maybe. But, like, because JonTron does a lot of effects in
Son
his
of a
videos
bitch.
and stuff
Yes.
like that, you know. And so, he was basically shit-talking Vegas. And so,
Shit. Shit. No, what the fuck?
so Nate started using
hate this
Premiere,
game.
and he's been, like, jizzing his pants over how Premiere's the greatest thing ever. And I'm
Yes.
like... I'm not ready to switch because I make my videos fast and easy, and Vegas is perfect for that. You throw shit in a timeline, it's done. You
Yep.
know. I will say though that I advise if you are looking to do more advanced video editing than what I do, maybe don't follow my example. You know, like.
Yes.
A lot of people look up to my videos, but I don't consider my videos high quality editing in any ways. The whole point of my channel is that I work fast. Like,
Yeah.
I get out videos constantly. That's my thing. I don't want to be the guy who releases one video a month. If I did, I would do that kind of work, you know? Demolition D just put out a video that's, like, unbelievable, like, amounts of editing in it, but it took him, like, a month and a half to 2 months to make.
Yeah.
So it's, like, you know, to me... not worth it. I don't know, like, why. With something like Every Frame a Painting, I feel like there's... I know he a lot of his process is that he has to watch so much shit to get his videos made, but, like, the editing in his videos isn't flashy, but it's perfect. Like, I don't even understand how his videos feel the way they do. And it's... I mean, he is an editor, so I assume that he knows what the fuck he's doing, but, like... I was watching a bunch of his videos recently, like, just studying, like, what he's doing in the editing, and it's, like, he just has a way of knowing exactly when to use audio from the film, exactly when to use his voice, and, it's completely engaging the whole way through. You never stop paying attention, you never get bored, you know, which is the hardest thing for my videos. I have shown my videos to a lot of people. I've never seen anyone pay attention the whole way through.
No.
Ever. Victor has watched most of my videos. You've never paid attention the whole way through.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well,
And,
especially
like...
when you're watching.
What? Like, it's worse when I'm watching with you?
I don't know, maybe.
But, Victor never pays attention the whole way through. No one else I've shown them to does. Like, they just have, like, lapses. Like, you kind of forget that you're watching it, and then you remember, you know? I've been trying to make it better by making it less of, like, a wall of fucking voice where, I was rewatching, like, my Gurren Lagann versus Kill La Kill video, and I know in that case, I had to keep it under 15 minutes because of YouTube restrictions, so I was cutting it out, like, as close as possible. But holy fuck, that is hard to pay attention to. It's just so constant. It's, like, just... voice, and I had music in that one, so it's like chaotic. I almost want to redo it just to make it tolerable.
Think for a second. Jesus. I came in here, it's like my lock-on didn't work, and all of a sudden they just started trashing me.
It's pretty bad, boss.
Okay.
But yeah, that every frame is great. If there's anyone who I'm trying to be more like, it's not like. You know, I don't look up to like JonTron or Demolition D because their editing is more about entertainment value, and I'm not really about that. I'm about how do I keep my audience paying attention to my shit.
Yes.
You know, like not just in the sense of oh haha it's funny, but in the sense of like it's keeping your attention, keeping you glued. And it's crazy that Tony can say, you know, I feel like he says a lot in his videos, but the speaking is so stretched out and the videos are so short that I'm like, how is he saying as much as I am in 4 minutes with a well-edited video that I am saying like rambling nonstop for 10.5 minutes, you know? Like,
he's just more concise.
That's weird to think though, because I'm pretty concise, but he doesn't put in a lot of extra information. He doesn't try to be thorough. He literally takes...
He's concise?
Well, no, it's not what I... you can say he's concise, but it's not quite the same. He doesn't take as broad of a topic.
Yeah.
He takes like a scene or a type of scene, and he focuses very squarely on it. Whereas I try to get like the whole idea, like, you know, with the one I just did with Legend of Galactic Heroes and Heroic Legend of Arslan. Like, if that had been an every frame video, all he would have talked about was the core points. He would have taken out everything about like what other reviewers are saying about it or why it's interesting to talk about and stuff like that. You know, he would have just talked about the core elements, which maybe is the right way to go, and it's certainly something I could look into trying myself, because I do think that my writing is somewhat weighted down by me like bringing in all this stuff, and it's because I don't edit a lot. I don't revise my scripts a lot. You know, I just kind of write it, edit it really quickly a couple times, and publish it. So maybe that's something I'll try to do, but it's hard because I'm trying to do it for a living, and to do it for a living I have to get as many videos out as possible every month, and that means they don't spend a long time in production, you know?
Yes.
Oh, what the shit? The fuck?
Wait, it'll be good. It'll be fine. It's all good.
Oh, what's happening? Oh, there we go. Well, it's still it didn't die, so that's cool. I don't know what the fuck happened. The whole fucking everything refreshed. Oh shit, you know what? I might not have the space on my computer to do this.
Hey, bro! What the fuck?
I'm checking.
Check that shit later!
I need to check it now. What if the
Son
computer
of a bitch! I was getting into a rhythm!
I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Look, you still have the rhythm. You stabbed him, you're good. You only got hit once, briefly. I didn't think it would take control away from you.
Motherfucker, why wouldn't it take control away
from you?
God damn it.
You're doing fine, man. You're doing fine.
I've got 3 fucking flasks.
You got humanities, bro.
True.
I wouldn't start using them unless you at least make it through the first half of the fight.
Oh,
but...
of course. Son of a bitch.
This is a tough fight.
It's alright. Someone in the comments was like, no shield and no sombra. Oh my god. I was like, motherfucker, this is how I do it every time.
Except you get a shield immediately afterwards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I usually keep it on my back. I don't know how I play this game. I'm all talking about this shit. This game's... It's been years.
Like, the end of the video, the video ends with you, like, I guess about to go fight them with no shield and no sunbro, and then the next video cuts in with you having a shield and a bunch of shit.
Me getting all this stuff?
Oh, I kept you getting all this stuff.
I see.
You just like equipped a bunch of shit in between videos.
I see.
And like, I think you like you upgraded your sword and equipped a bunch of stuff you had. You looked like a total mess going in, and you were like, I'm just gonna give it a shot and see what happens. You get destroyed, and that's when we're like, all right, why don't we do all this extra shit? And we spend like an hour doing
oh, it's helped me so fucking much.
Right.
Yes.
But yeah, you do go in with a shield and upgraded sword immediately.
I usually use a grass crest shield. I don't know. You know, a great sword. I don't care. I'm just gonna play this game. Son of a bitch. I'm losing.
Well, this video is just gonna go until you beat these guys. Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna cut.
So you might want to just like start talking about something. I mean.
Oh well, I mean, we just had a whole topic. We're talking about your movie. Let's talk more about your movie, because that
I don't know.
Like, that's not as fresh in your mind, so we gotta like get that out before it's too late.
Okay.
You shot part of it at home, part of it at the beach, and part of it at a what would you describe it as? Like a school market?
A convenience.
A convenience store in the school, which was a less.
Weird.
Most of the locations ended up being less than ideal because of you wanted. I have a tendency to say we.
Nigga, you didn't do shit.
Look, I tend to say we when it's something that I've also thought about.
Yes.
Because we did talk about this a lot. That originally the script had called for it to be in a Wawa, which is sort of like a 7-Eleven.
I mean, it literally said Wawa.
Right, and so like it doesn't look enough like that kind of convenience store, so it's a little confusing.
Let's do this, bitch.
But it's the kind of thing where like what I'm really curious about with this is how other people will react to each of the environments. Like that was the biggest question that I have about it, because
shit on my fucking tits and balls.
The main location that where the narrator is telling the story from is in a bar.
Yes.
And we have a bar in our house, but it does not look like a real bar.
Yeah.
But then again, most bars in TV shows don't really look like real bars. They look like more like
start thinking about
like
it,
a romantic idea.
The way
of a
I shot
bar,
it, it's kind of like you don't really see like the room, and so it's not that.
I mean, it would definitely have been.
And then there are small bars, like that is a thing.
It's not the fact that it's small; it's the fact that it's so uncluttered. You know, there's not a lot of alcohol bottles. There's no like writing up on the walls and stuff. Every bar I've ever been to has chalk writing, like chalkboards that have like what the drink specials are for that day and everything, and like all this detail that would be necessary to make it look like a legit bar, you know.
Yeah.
And so the question I have is, are people gonna see this and think, like, are they ever gonna question it? Of course, now I've already poisoned this listener base because they already know that it's our house now. But so anyone who listens to this before they see the movie is now gonna think about that. But you know, for us, it's like it's weird because we live there, so it's hard to tell like how people would react to it, if it's normal or weird. And with that convenience store, like, will it be like will it even come off as a convenience store? Because it's like a weird, like, there's t-shirts and shit in there, you know? But yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. One thing, the last actor I had used for the characters of the uncles, he came in to help with the ADR recording, because he'd just driven the actress there, and he watched it, and he just commented on how amazing it looked the whole time, and I was like, wow, it's nice to have someone who was totally like,
just blown away by it.
Yeah, just like had no part in any of the process, had no idea what was going on, and he just thought it was all amazing, and I was like, oh, well, that's reassuring, because this guy also does a lot of, like, he's shot his own short film, and he does a lot of stuff around here, and I'm like, that means a lot coming from him. So it could be pretty good.
Do you think he meant more just the shots, or like just in general?
It seemed like he was mostly commenting on the cinematography, but it wasn't finished. It didn't have any of the sound and stuff. It didn't have like a lot of the narration in it.
because to me, the cinematography is not what's special about this at all. It's the
Which is why I hope the
script.
sound comes out good and then
It was
the
such a
dialogue
good
comes out
script
well.
that I was excited about it when I read the script. I was like, this needs to become a reality. And I think it's a good enough script that even if all of the other parts are not optimal, it will still show that you can write really well.
Yeah.
You know? Because you did write it. And it's sort of a...
I know the guy I got to play the bartender was like, he was really into the script. Like, he was totally, like, humble about it, where he wasn't like, oh man, the script's so amazing, bro. But it's like, you could tell when he talked about it that, like, he really saw something there, and that made me feel good about it. And, he really wanted to be a part of it.
I mean, I like to think that I'm a hard ass and a critic, and I've shat on your previous scripts, more or less, for that, like, for the movie, for the full-length movie that you wrote for class.
I mean, that was...
that was kind of... It had to be kind of bad, because it was, like, just a stream of consciousness, fucking, like, I have to write 100 pages for a class in the span of a month kind of thing. But,
and it was totally, like, I was trying to do this genre...
Right.
That's not
this
really
genre
my
that
style.
only exists in your head. We could talk about that script some other time, I think, because that would be a whole story on its own.
I would love to share that with the YouTube base and just like let you guys read my script.
How would you describe if you had to summarize what kind of movie it is?
I'd put it in a comic book movie.
I'd say
it's very
what kind of I'd say it's like I'd say it's like Akira meets a Quentin Tarantino film. But without the intellectualism of a Quentin Tarantino film.
Yeah, I'm not an intellectual.
Well, I mean, because like your new script, it's not like intellectual, but it's got a lot of
it's clever,
thematic intrigue. You know, where the theme of it
was personal.
Right. It's about the weird way that this character views suicide and death.
Yes.
And that's interesting. The feature film was just a bunch of cool guys with psychic powers fight each other. I guess sort of like Chronicle, but I haven't seen Chronicle. So
no, it's nothing like Chronicle.
Oh. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah. That's just like an emo bitch kid gets superpowers and decides to be a huge bitch about it, and then like films himself on a bunch of iPhones. Like, that movie was retarded.
It wasn't even as good as Wrestling Isn't Wrestling from the same director.
No.
But yeah. It's just like crazy people with superpowers fight. I guess no. You know what? It's like why did I think Tarantino? It's like Baccano. It's
that was kind of...
it's basically Baccano by way of Akira, is how I'd describe it.
There was an original idea for it.
Not Baccano, I meant Do-Da-Da-Da.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Do-Da-Da-Da by way of Akira. I mean, those two are pretty fucking similar, so... Actually, it is more like Baccano.
Don't keep talking about the script that no one's
It is more like Baccano because the characters could resurrect themselves.
No one's gonna have a frame of reference of, like,
well,
what
okay,
it is.
I just wanted to try to figure out exactly how I'd describe it. It was a script with like a lot of ideas that were okay, but like it just was not a good script.
Because it wasn't meant to be a feature-length script.
Right, but this one is, I like it a lot. It's very, it's the kind of thing that I know a lot of people probably won't get it.
Yeah.
Like, they might think it's funny, but not really understand what the hell it's about.
No one will understand what it's like. The thought I've put into it and like the motivation behind everything.
Well, yeah, I mean that's all personal, but I think it's something that there are certain people who will relate to it very strongly, or who will like.
Hopefully.
Like I'm saying, most people won't get it. They'll just be like, haha, what the hell was that about?
Yeah.
But like, there will be. I mean, I got it when I read it. I was like, I completely understood where this character was coming from, and like, the weird mindset he has. You know? Where essentially he's suicidal, but
I mean it's similar to what I explained in the Zelda playthrough.
Yeah, he's suicidal, but he treats the idea of suicide as kind of a joke, and like death has a weird meaning because I don't want to spoil it. We'll save it for when it comes out, and we'll talk about it after that.
I'll give my analysis of my own work.
Yeah. But for now, I guess that's all we'll say about that film for now. We can talk about it more when it comes out. What did you do in New York?
Don't make me concentrate on that because then I'm really not going to be able to pay attention.
I'll keep talking about my own
Let that be like the next episode after I beat these guys. What did you do over the weekend?
over this past weekend, I mostly hung out with my pals, Trevor and Brandon Tolentino.
Fuck my ass! I thought he was over there. Fuck! Stop rolling forward, you piece of shit! Go! Run! No!
Well.
I had 20 fucking flasks. 20 flasks and I can't beat these fucking cunts. This stupid claymore. Why do I have the worst weapons?
Right, now I remember. So on Saturday, I went for a bike ride at the beach with Mom and Dad. Because my dad especially is a huge bike guy, and he likes to take my mom with their. We all have beach cruisers. We go down to the beach, ride along the beach, because it's Virginia Beach. That's the kind of city it is.
It's a beachy town.
There's a bike path all the way up the beach.
You go to the beach, you do the beachy
We have
things.
the longest pleasure beach in the world, so it's a pretty decent stretch of beach to ride against. So we rode our bikes. It was funny. The way on the way to the end of the beach, I was thinking, man, this is a lot shorter and easier than I remember. It was just like a breezy, nice little ride. I was listening to summery music, and it was all cool, and I was like, yeah. Then we turn around and start going back.
Oh, God.
And the wind is against us, and it's all uphill. And I was like, this is hell. This has become hell. Like,
yes.
The funnest bike ride became the most torturous. Thankfully, we stopped twice to eat. But first for, like, brunch, and then for, like, Dad wanted Dairy Queen. But,
Dairy Queen!
So I went for a bike ride. Got some a workout for once in the flimsiest sense. Physical activity. What else did I do on Saturday? I think I got drunk or something. Oh yeah, now I remember. We recorded like 6 episodes worth of Star Fox Adventures.
Oh God.
Which we're not gonna play any more of. I'll tell you all that now. When Star Fox Adventure starts coming out,
like that's a game that requires like reading and shit.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Not really. Oh, I mean, okay. In fairness, it probably would have gone a lot smoother if we had been reading. But that game is fucking awful.
God.
Which everyone knows. It's you know, JonTron did that whole video on it, and he pretty much said it all. And it's funny, too, because we didn't really play any farther than how much he covers in that video, and it's like, I understand why he didn't play any farther. This game is fucking garbage. Like, and so yeah, I think we only have like 6 or 7 episodes of that. It was like 2 hours of recording, and it was just awful. So then to put that out of mind, we went to a bar with Mom, because my mom had been saying that she wanted to go, there's some bar, like, she knows the owner of, that's like some shithole in the middle of nowhere, that was having a band play, like a cover band. What she didn't explain until we were already on the road is that it's a cover band of 80s hair metal bands.
Oh, God.
So, like, for
awesome.
some reason in my head, when I think cover band, I always think, like, the generic, like, acoustic led, or like the same old cover, like, that plays the same songs, you know, like the ones that you have at parties. No, this is a bunch of 40-year-old dudes covering 30-year-old songs.
Oh God.
In loudly at a bar, right? And this bar is literally in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. God. And like, the place is not even close to full because no one knows about this bar, and those who do don't want to go there because it's in the middle of like the ghetto. So it's like kind of a ghetto location. It's just like, it's both nowhere and the ghetto at once. It's horrible, right? And so like, so Mom takes us out to this because we were like, dude, we don't have enough alcohol here. We need to get drunk to forget about the Star Fox playthrough, right? Yes. And Mom was like, cool, because she wasn't gonna go because she didn't want to go alone. Yeah. And then we went with her. So we get there, and the bar is a total fucking dive, and like, the band is. They're playing 80s hair metal songs, so it was kind of shitty. Oh, but we were just like, yeah, whatever. We're here. We played a game of pool. It was one of those things. It was just like the outdoor concert where it was like, well, I went there and I saw it. You know, like I guess I can tack this up as an experience. And for some reason, no matter how much I tried to drink, I couldn't get drunk. Like I had like 2 or 3. I think I had at least 2, maybe 3 mixed drinks and a PBR that Trevor gave me. Trevor got drunk because he bought 4 PBRs, drank 2 of them in 5 minutes, and gave the other 2 to me and Brandon. And apparently 2 PBRs in 5 minutes equals drunk Trevor.
Two PBRs in 5. They're like water. What are you even
Right,
talking
that's
about?
what he kept dude, all night I was like, dude, I'm not even drunk. He's like, yeah, well, that's because you took so long drinking your PBR. I drank 2 in 5 minutes. I'm like, PBRs aren't, you're supposed to chug like 8 of them. And like, you don't even, they're like 2% alcohol.
God.
It was like, I'm pretty sure they're at least 4% alcohol. I'm like, dude, no, they are nothing. They are fucking nothing.
Beautiful.
They taste like garbage, and the only incentive to drink them is that they are the cheapest beer, and therefore you can drink a lot of them. But
Yes.
like that only works if you have like a big stomach. Like I choose to drink super high alcohol content beer because I can't fit a lot inside of
Yes.
me. Like I get full very easily. So like I try to find the alcoholic drink with the highest content of alcohol.
Fuck.
So yeah.
Shit on my face. Shit on my face. Shit on my cock.
So I didn't really get drunk, and I ended up, we went to a 7-Eleven across the street at one point, because I didn't want to pay for food there, because I knew it would take forever to get to me. Mm-hmm. And we walked to the 7-Eleven, and this is when we realized that, like, wow, this is the ghetto. Like, like the houses had, like, mattresses in the yards and shit, and, like, everyone in there looked really ghetto. Not saying black, but they did look pretty ghetto. And we were like, there's the dude at the counter. Brandon Tolentino gets accused of stealing something.
Oh my God.
At the counter. The guy's
Really?
like, yo, I saw you put that in your pocket, man.
What?
I saw you put that in your pocket. Now, mind you, I'm standing next to him. If he did put something in his pocket, I didn't see it. I know Brandon used to steal a lot, and he claims that he doesn't anymore. So me and Trevor both were like, I don't know if, like, I don't know, right?
know what to think.
I don't know what to think. And this guy's like just ragging on him, and Brandon's just laughing his ass off.
Oh,
God. Brandon thinks this guy's just fucking with him. He's like, he's like sure that the guy's fucking with him, and so like he's just laughing his ass off. And Trevor was like, if you got something in your pocket, put it on the counter, I'll pay for it. And like the guy thought that he was like, oh, you're just trying to like feed into it or whatever. You're just like part of the thing. We were just like, dude, whatever. We just walked out, like, because me and Trevor both bought something, so it's like we just bought something and walked, and then
why would you give a shit?
Right. It was just like, okay, I guess Brandon insists that he just thinks the guy was trying to fuck with him, but like I was like, I don't know, man. And we'll never know the truth because it's Brandon.
Yes,
I mean,
course.
I don't think he
That's the fun
steals
part of
anymore,
Brandon.
and I didn't see him pick anything up, so like I feel like he didn't do it, but I don't know if the guy was serious or not. And then like as we were leaving, someone was like yelling at us from a car, and we were just like, we need to get the fuck out of here. We went back, and of course the food I got was fucking disgusting because it was 7-Eleven food, and I immediately was like, why did I spend $3 on this? Why would I do this to myself? And that same day, I forgot to mention this, earlier in the day, me and Trevor and Shade and Brandon all ate habanero peppers.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I had 4 of them. The one I got was the biggest habanero I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I tried to eat it like in parts, but I fucked up and ended up eating the entire thing at once. It takes me forever to chew this thing. And I was just crying for like 10 minutes.
God.
Crying, like thought I was gonna throw up. I drank like half a gallon of milk, fucking just losing it. So in the span of this day, I went for like this long bike ride, so I was kind of tired already, like by noon. Ate a habanero, so my body was wrecked. Drank a bunch, like, you know, at a bar, listening to loud ass
sit there
music.
and hit between his fucking legs.
Which naturally I didn't, like, I should have brought earplugs or something, because I've, like, you know, just damaging my hearing for no reason for some band I'm not into at all, you know, like, just generally was like a day where I just did nothing but bad stuff to my body. And woke up the next day feeling like I had done, like, immediately I had a stomach ache and took, like, the worst spicy shit ever.
Spicy shit,
fucking ass on fire. I took 2 ass on fire shits. It was one of those shits that, like, my toilet water doesn't go up high enough, so, like, I sometimes have to flush several times because the shit just sticks to the bottom of the toilet.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking disgusting. I think I was listening to Filthy Frank most of the day, too. What a filthy day that was.
A filthy day.
Yeah.
See me stand right on that nigga's nuts and drink. D's nuts.
That was a good move. So yeah, that's basically what my Saturday was. And then on Sunday, we went and saw Mad Max Fury Road, which I'm not going to get into because Victor hasn't seen it yet. I'm sure that once you do, we can have a long conversation about it on this show. In fact, that gives us the unique opportunity to say, hey everyone, we definitely know we're going to talk about Mad Max Fury Road in a future Digibros play. So go see it before then. I recommend it very highly. It is easily, if you're into action movies...
Shit,
oh
dude,
God,
are you fucking
oh God,
serious?
Oh god, oh god, oh god, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out, get out, get out!
Nope! Fucking bullshit. This is what happens. I casually was just winning, and then it just destroyed me. Just right up the anus.
Man.
Just straight up my anus.
It was so
this
close.
Is what...
Anyways. If you like action
Why
movies...
did you just use that charge thing 3 times in a fucking row?
I mean, obviously, if you liked any of the other Mad Max movies, definitely see this one. It's probably the best of them all. I mean, it's definitely the best movie, but, like, whether or not you'll enjoy it based on, like, nostalgia and stuff, depending on how many times you've seen the others. You don't have to see any of the others to see this one, by the way. Some people asked me that. All of the Mad Max films are standalone. You could watch any of them by themselves. In fact, the only one I've actually seen is The Road Warrior and parts of Beyond Thunderdome. I never saw the first one.
The Road Warrior.
Which Beyond Thunderdome is fucking terrible. But, Road Warrior ends in this big epic action scene where like all these trucks are driving and they're all fucking doing crazy stunts and shit. And this movie is that for the whole movie. It's like the final scene of Road Warrior,
Wacky
but
races.
an entire film. And if you like stuff like The Protector or The Raid Redemption, that's the kind of movie this is. Like, just, it's strictly about, let's do the best action choreography possible. But unlike those movies, this one is shot on a pretty large budget, and it's just full of crazy effects that you never get in another movie. Almost all practical. Very few CGI effects in this movie.
Wow.
Even though the camera work and the color coding is extremely modern. You know, like, it's a very, like, it's got that almost Zack Snyder comic book, like everything is hyper saturated. Yes. Well, like old Zack Snyder before he did the super desaturated movies. But everything is super highly saturated and like you know, comic-y, but the shot work is just unbelievable. If you're a film nerd and you like, if you're a film nerd in the sense that you like,
my controller's dead.
What the fuck?
What's happening? What's going on?
Are you serious?
Ah! Wait, hit pause. There is no pause. It's Dark Souls.
Oh, the controller thing crashed.
Oh, my
just
fucking
decided
God.
to crash the moment you walked into the room.
Fix it.
Well,
Shit.
all right.
Click back to the game.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. Why not? Why not? Sure.
This is the worst fucking Let's Play. This is the scariest Dark Souls.
Hey, I mean, you only had to use 2 flasks. And I can't believe you survived that. They were just standing on your shit, like, wow.
Standing on my shit.
That thing straight up crashed.
Oh man.
Let me make sure all my other shit's working.
Don't check anything else. Stop it.
But what if everything's crashed and I don't know?
Let me fight the boss.
Oh jeez.
This is scary.
What the fuck was I talking? Right, Mad Max. Go see it if you're a film nerd in the sense of you like filmography and stuff. You know, like
filmograph. Do you film on a filmograph?
If the idea of
Look at
seeing
this fucking idiot.
Camera work that you will not see in any other film appeals to you, then watch this film.
Watch film.
And it's a total movie. Like, it's a movie that understands what it means to be a movie. There's very little dialogue, and what dialogue there is often not even on the screen. You just hear like characters talking in the background a lot of the time, like while the camera's showing you something more interesting.
Ow.
So very little exposition. Almost all of the world building is purely visual. They very rarely explain anything. Like, you just gotta kind of figure it out.
You can stop talking about it, because I'm going to see you
yeah,
said you were going to talk about it, so
whatever.
I'm going to go see it. Then we can talk about it.
So anyway, go see it. before we talk about it in a future video, enough about Mad Max. Good movie. What else? What else? Well, eventually you're gonna talk about New York, but like,
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, my buddy's Cider from the pub
That's
crawl
happening now.
is gonna come. Yeah, tomorrow morning. My good friend Cider from the pub crawl is gonna
Fuck!
come to my house along with Jeff Burgess, and they'll be staying here for a couple days.
Burgess.
Probably gonna do some Let's Play videos with them. So look forward to that.
More Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
God.
do you like Let's Plays? Cause we got Let's Plays.
We do got Let's Plays.
Several of them. Seven Let's Plays. There's a few Let's Plays.
Rick and Morty comes back on July 26th.
Oh my fucking god! I saw the Rick and Morty comics in a comic store, and I was like, should I buy
man,
these?
I haven't read
but
those.
I didn't buy them. I didn't want to put them in my backpack.
I forgot there were Rick and Morty comics.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
good
did
'cause
you-
the art style translates well to.
Did you see
being in a
their
comic.
Did you see their Simpsons couch gag where they killed the Simpsons?
No.
They were on the Simpsons and they killed the Simpsons.
Cool.
Apparently, I have never been a Simpsons follower, but apparently for the last few years, the Simpsons opening couch gag has been like
Ridiculous.
it's always been like short films basically. It's considered to be like the only good thing about the Simpsons these days is that they have these like ridiculous. It's always like guest animators and shit.
Yeah.
And, like,
I know. What's his name? The pixel art Scott Pilgrim guy.
Oh really? He did one.
Yeah, he did one.
Oh dude, I gotta check that out.
It was
I
a
love
pixel
that
art
guy.
one.
But yeah, this one was Rick and Morty, and they killed the Simpsons and then bring them back as Rick aliens. It's hilarious. But yeah, they did that because they're promoting season 2's coming out. It's July 26th, which is the day we will be at Otakon, so probably won't catch the TV broadcast of it.
Whatever.
This summer is going to be stacked with shit.
Yeah, seems pretty.
Because
active.
our friends Marcus and Brando, who are both in the military, are both coming back in July, and there's about a 10-day period where they're coming back, like the two of them are overlapping with each other, and my dad wants to plan a hike in that time. That 10-day period is also the exact 10-day period before Otakon. So we'll pretty much be going on this hike immediately before going to Otakon, and then 2 weeks later going to BronyCon. Assuming that you're coming to BronyCon. Which is highly up in the air.
Highly unlikely, perhaps.
Why do you consider it so... Like, what the hell are you going to be doing that's so important?
I just don't want to pay for it.
I mean, you have money now.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend money on that.
You didn't spend that much at New York.
Yeah.
And you might not have to pay for your Otakon ticket. You definitely don't have to pay for your Otakon hotel. So, all you'd be paying for is the ticket and the hotel for BronyCon, which would probably run you like $150 to $160.
Son of a bitch. It was actually that easy the first time. Now it's trashing me.
Yeah. Well, that's, it's Dark Souls. Good.
Sometimes I just, like, don't feel like spending $150, you know?
I mean, I understand. I think it'll be,
like,
I think it'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
Get to hang out with the Horseshoe Crew. We love those guys. Don't we?
Yeah. I don't know, Jesse Wood hasn't put out a good video in a long time.
Yeah.
I got his anime videos. I never recognized them, but
I told him that I told him that you were like really disappointed with him and stuff. But he was like really he said that like of all people, you're the one who he most feels bad about letting go because he knows you do real work kind of thing. Well, because I brought up like him, and I think I brought up something that the Devu said or something like that, and he was like, "Fuck the Devu." He was like, "Pissing off Victor, I care about. Pissing off that guy, I don't give a fuck."
I'm glad he cares. I'm glad I'm a valued fan.
Yeah. Did you see the video he put out today? It's just him having a meltdown, like him
I
having
see.
like a literal.
I watched half of it and I was like, well, this isn't going anywhere.
Yeah,
and then I just stopped.
you watched it all basically. It's just him having a
What the fuck?
mental breakdown.
I'm done. This is bullshit.
You can't be done. We've
Fuck
only
this
been
fucking
recording
attack.
for like
What the
45
hell?
minutes.
Why could I dodge it before? I can't. I'm just gonna block it next time.
Yeah. I think there might be a safe zone, like, when you're right up on him when he's doing that attack, maybe?
No, because that's where I got smushed before.
Or you were just doing,
I'm just
like...
gonna hold my fucking shield next
you
time.
were
I was
just, like,
just perfectly, like, frame perfect
perfect
rolling
dodges,
before.
Right. Oh, man. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Son of a bitch. I'm just gonna, like, run the... I don't... Just run away. Seemed like I was pretty far that last time.
Gotta run the rules fast. So, I've been watching nothing but 1991 anime.
Yeah, is that
all
becoming
month.
a thing yet?
It's, I mean, there's a lot of 1991
Are you
anime.
gonna do the video?
I have to watch all the shows. So,
God.
like, I mean, all the videos I've done this month have been spawned from that.
Yes.
Like, I did the anime eating one because that scene from that movie, you know, gave me... Because I actually got that idea, and I might have to do this again tonight, because I was just like, I'm just going to go for a walk and think of anything. Because it was like almost 2 weeks had passed in the month, and I hadn't made a video or something like that. And I was like, fuck, I really need to get something out. And I just went for a walk and was thinking about like all the 1991 shows I saw, and I thought about that scene, and I was like, I've been wanting for a long time to start up a great anime scenes series, like just talk about scenes that I love from shows, but like it's hard to do that without just describing the scene. You know, like I often feel like anyone could get out of it what I'm saying about it.
Yes, but idiots won't.
Right. I mean, I'm sure people would still enjoy it, but like for me, writing always has to feel like I'm learning something in the process of writing.
Yes.
You know, like otherwise, if I get it already at the start, then it can be boring. Even if the learning process is just figuring out how to write the thing. But like when I was thinking about that scene, like, and trying to think of how to explain what makes it special, I was thinking about like comparing it to other eating scenes in anime, and then I realized like, hey, wait a minute, that's like a whole thing, eating scenes in anime, that like bloomed into like a bigger video from that.
Yeah.
So, and then the Legend of the Galactic Heroes thing, I'd actually had that video idea for like a long time. And I thought about doing it for Arslan as well. Like, individually, I had those two ideas, and then both of those happened to be 1991 shows. Legend of Galactic Heroes and the original Arslan adaptation. So,
boys.
it fit in well with what I was doing, because I needed to watch Arslan anyways, so I worked it in there. So, yeah.
Good job,
like,
bro.
So, the process of making this giant fucking video that I'm working on, which is... It's only giant... I mean, it's going to be a huge video in terms of length, but the only reason it's taking so long to make is because I have to watch every 1991 show. You know?
Shit.
But I'm going to get at least 2 videos out of it, because the original intention was to watch it all and do a top 10 list. And my original intention was not to watch it all at once. I was just like, oh, what if I did a top 10 anime of 1991? And then I could just watch old shows, you know? And then, like, once I had this idea for this big video, it was like, okay, now I just got to watch them all right now.
Yeah.
Which, this might sound weird, but thankfully, most of them are terrible, which means that I can drop them immediately.
You don't have to watch every single episode of
I mean, my list is already pretty small. I've only got, like, less than 20 shows left, I think. And a lot of them are movies or shorter things. There's definitely a few scary long ones that I'm worried about having to watch a lot of or all of, you know. But in general, like, I've been able to make great progress by being like, well, I watched episode 1 of that sucked, strike it off the list, you know.
For the long ones, just only watch the part that came out in 1991.
Well, yeah, that too. I have done, like, with the Arslan OVAs, like, there were, like, 6 of them, they're, like, 45 minutes long a piece, but they came out across, like, the whole 90s. Literally, nothing but movies, and like maybe one or two exceptions,
Shit.
only aired in 1991.
Shot.
Back then, in the early 90s, everything was either a super long-running TV series or an OVA.
Yeah.
Like, without any exceptions. And the OVAs usually came out over the course of at least 2 years. So, like, that's going to be the weirdest thing about trying to do a top 10 of 1991 list, is that nothing is only 1991, you know? So there would probably end up being, like, a lot of crossover from lists for the other years. But thankfully, most of the best stuff is, like, just the movies. Like, by far the 2 best things I've seen from that month so far are, yeah, that's what I meant. By far the best things from that year I've seen so far are, Omoi de Poro Poro, or Only Yesterday, which is a Ghibli film, so that's not surprising. And Rojin Z, which is from the director of Akira, so that's not surprising.
Yeah.
But it's funny because those are the 2 best things I've seen so far, but they're both like 8 out of 10 at best. You know, like, neither of them is the best work of that. Well, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Isao Takahata, the director of Only Yesterday, he did Kaguya Hime and Grave of the Fireflies.
Kaguya Hime.
And I liked Only Yesterday more than Kaguya Hime and Grave of the Fireflies, but I'm not a huge fan of those movies, so it wasn't a, like, huge,
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
It wasn't like,
yeah.
I think other people like those movies a lot more than I do. But it definitely was not my favorite Ghibli movie by any stretch. And Rojin Z was really cool. It's not trying to be like Akira, so the fact that it's not as good as Akira is not like a huge thing against it. It's more of a dark comedy. And I think you'd like it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I feel like
fuck this guy.
I think the other stuff that'll probably be good is like Legend of Galactic Heroes ran through that year.
Yes.
And Ranma ran through that year. Hopefully those episodes don't suck. Luckily for me, I watched all of Ranma 1/2, all 160 episodes, a few years ago, and I made myself a huge guide to the episodes so that next time I watched it, I wouldn't have to watch any shitty ones. So it's 160 episodes long. My guide said that at maximum you should watch 135, meaning that there are 25 episodes that are so garbage no one should watch them. There were like, there's 100, like out of those there's like 15 that were like not good, but if you like that character then watch it, like just because you know you want to see more of that character. So that leaves you down to like 110. And then if you really wanted to just get through it and only watch the important episodes, there's only 60 that you need to watch. Like, there's, out of 160, there are 60 episodes that you need to watch. Of those, 17 are the first 17, because the first season of that show is great. Everything after that's where it gets,
the worst
like,
fucking attack, man.
Stupid. It's like the first 17 episodes of Ranma 1/2 are like a real show, and everything after that is like the dumb version of that show.
Yes.
Like, the one, it's like, okay, well, we've established all the characters, now let's see how many scenarios we can force them into for the next 10 years, you know?
God.
Yeah.
It's excessively long.
It is. It's the plot is a short romantic comedy that was then turned into a shonen gag series that lasted forever, you know?
Yes.
Like, and the manga's not as bad about it, because the manga has, the anime has a ton of filler, you know, and in general things take forever. The gags, the running gags, show up again and again and again forever. But one of the things I did watch from 1991 is one of the Ranma 1/2 movies that came out that year.
Oh God.
Now mind you, I haven't watched any of this show since 2009.
Oh God.
But the movie I watched, and it captured everything wrong with the show. Everything wrong with it was in the movie. Only the wrong, like nothing good about the show is in the movie. Only all the worst aspects. The film starts off with a 10-minute segment that's just like showing all the characters, and it presents them all by their gimmicks. They're gimmicks that I was sick of from the show. Because like, The problem with Ranma is that all the filler episodes will just take a character, and they'll just take like their most basic stupid gimmick and make that the entire episode.
Yes.
And this movie starts off by showing you everyone reenacting. Oh my god.
There we fucking go.
It happened.
Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied, YouTube? I sat there and I used my fucking shield. I blocked his stupid attacks. Just like you wanted me to. I fought the Smough way. I sold out.
You want to come take this controller back from me?
With my claymore.
50,000 souls. Holy fuck.
Yeah, bitch.
Get up there and use that shit. Man, that was 50 minutes.
That was too goddamn
Next time on
long.
Digi Bros, we'll
look at my stupid face.
We'll show you the results of that.
I'm such a dipshit.
Actually, you know what? Let's light this bonfire before we stop, just to have that safety and security. There
Oh yeah, bonfire lit, bitch.
All right, next time on Digi Bros, more of this.